After hour, whispers come alive. Pull up a seat and let your secrets glow. Lean it closer like what's hidden inside. Ooh, this is your confession show.
Welcome back to After Hours Anonymous. It's Luna Hart, and the night is just beginning to whisper its secrets. The city outside is a hushed symphony of distant sirens and rustling leaves, a lullaby for those who find solace in the quiet hours. Here, in this space we've created, the world fades away, and only the truth remains. This is a sanctuary for the stories that linger in the shadows, the confessions held close to the heart, the emotions too tender, too raw to be shared anywhere else. Tonight, as always, we open our lines to you, our anonymous souls. Let the night's embrace hold you, and let your voice be heard. Our first caller tonight carries a confession that's been weighing on her for quite some time. She's chosen the pseudonym Stardust. Stardust, welcome to After Hours Anonymous. Thank you for trusting us with your story.
Thank you, Luna. It's good to finally say this out loud, even if it's just into the ether.
We're listening. Take your time.
I've always been the responsible one, the one who planned, who saved, who made sure everything was just so. My parents, my friends, they always said I was the steady one. And I was. I really was. But about 5 years ago, I met someone, he was everything I wasn't. Spontaneous, a little reckless, utterly captivating. And for the first time in my life, I let go. We had this whirlwind romance. It was beautiful, intense, everything I'd ever dreamed of, and also completely terrifying. And then one night, after one too many drinks, we did something impulsive. We got married.
Married.
Yes, in Vegas, with Elvis as our officiant. It sounds like a movie, doesn't it? And for a while, it felt like one. But the reality set in quickly. We were so different, and the impulsivity that drew us together also tore us apart. We lasted about 6 months before we quietly separated. No drama, no fighting. Just a mutual understanding that we'd made a mistake. We never got an annulment or a divorce. We just drifted apart. He moved on, I moved on. We haven't spoken in years. But legally, I'm still married to a man I barely know, a man who represents a moment of utter madness in my otherwise carefully constructed life. And I've never told anyone, not my family, not my closest friends. I'm terrified they'll judge me, that they'll see me as the irresponsible person I've always tried so hard not to be. It feels like this secret anchor dragging me down.
Stardust, thank you for sharing that. It takes immense courage to reveal a truth that carries so much vulnerability. What you experienced was a powerful, albeit misguided expression of a desire for freedom, for a break from the expectations you felt. And in that moment, you found it, even if the consequences were unforeseen. The desire to be seen as responsible is understandable, but true responsibility also includes acknowledging and addressing our past actions, no matter how uncomfortable. This secret, it's a part of your story, but it doesn't define your present or your future. What does it feel like now that it's out in the open?
Lighter, so much lighter. Like I can finally breathe. It's still scary, the thought of actually doing something about it, but just saying it, it's the first step, right?
It is. And sometimes the first step is the most significant. You've taken that step tonight. Remember, you are more than your mistakes. You are the sum of your experiences, the lessons learned, and the strength you possess to move forward. Thank you, Stardust. May your journey toward resolution be gentle. next caller tonight is Shadow Weaver. Shadow Weaver, welcome. Your turn to share.
Hello, Luna. Thank you for having me. I I have a confession that's been with me since childhood. I was always a shy, quiet child, and I had this one friend, Sarah. We were inseparable. And Sarah, she had this incredible imagination. She'd invent these elaborate games, these secret worlds, and I was always happy to follow along. But there was one game, one particular fantasy we shared that I never told anyone about. It was about us being spies, secret agents with a mission to uncover hidden truths in our ordinary suburban town.
Spies.
Yes, and the hidden truths we were looking for. They were always about the adults around us. We'd create these elaborate scenarios, these imagined conspiracies. And in my mind, it was always so real. I'd spend hours observing people, trying to decipher their hidden meanings, their secret lives. And one day, when we were about 10 years old, I convinced Sarah that her father was hiding something from her, something important. I had no evidence, just a gut feeling, a product of my overactive imagination. Sarah, bless her trusting heart, believed me. She started to see her father's every action through my fabricated lens. She became withdrawn, suspicious. It lasted for weeks. And then eventually the fantasy faded, as childhood games do. Her father never found out, and Sarah eventually moved past it. But I never forgot. I saw the pain I'd caused, the seed of doubt I'd planted, all because I wanted to be the one who knew the real story. And I've carried that guilt, that knowledge of my own capacity to manipulate, ever since.
Shadow Weaver. That's a profound realization for someone so young. The line between imagination and reality can be blurry, especially in childhood. And it sounds like you experienced a powerful lesson in empathy and the impact of our words, even in jest. The hidden truths you sought were, in a way, a reflection of your own need to understand the world, to find order in the unknown. But you also learned the heavy cost of that pursuit when it infringes on the trust and well being of others. That awareness, that guilt you carry, it's a testament to your conscience. It shows that you learned from that experience, and you've likely carried that lesson of caution and consideration into your adult life.
I I hope so. I've always been so careful, so afraid of saying the wrong thing, of influencing someone negatively. It's like I'm constantly policing my own thoughts.
And that policing, that internal vigilance, is a sign of growth. It's the result of understanding the power you possess, the memory of that childhood game. It doesn't have to be a source of shame, but a reminder of the responsibility that comes with influence and the importance of grounding our perceptions in truth, not just imagination. Thank you, Shadow Weaver. Your honesty illuminates the complexities of our inner worlds. Our final caller for tonight is Echo. Echo, welcome to After Hours Anonymous. We're here to listen.
Thank you, Luna. This is this is the hardest one. I've been thinking about this for 8 years, and I've never spoken it. I'm an only child. My parents, they loved me. I know they did. But they were also very controlling. Every decision, from what I wore to what I studied, was dictated by them. I felt like I was living their life, not mine. And I learned to be a chameleon, to adapt, to be whatever they wanted me to be. I excelled, I followed their path, and I became successful in a career they'd chosen for me. But inside, I was screaming.
Screaming.
Yes. And then I met someone. He was the opposite of everything my parents valued. He was an artist, a free spirit, someone who lived for the moment. And he saw me. He saw the real me, the person I was hiding beneath all the layers of expectation. We fell deeply in love, and he encouraged me to explore those hidden parts of myself. He taught me to paint, to write poetry, to listen to music that made my soul sing. For the first time, I felt alive. But my parents, they disapproved vehemently. They couldn't understand. And they made it clear that my relationship with him was unacceptable. And I was so afraid of disappointing them, of losing their approval, that I did something I still regret every single day I ended it. I broke his heart, and in doing so, I broke my own. I chose their approval over my own happiness, over my own truth. And now, years later, I'm living the life they wanted for me. I'm married to someone they approved of. But I'm utterly empty. I see my old love sometimes, from a distance. He's happy, he's successful, he's living the life we could have had. And I'm just an echo of the person I could have been.
Echo, your story resonates with a deep, universal struggle. The battle between external expectations and our inner desires. The courage it takes to live authentically, to choose our own path, is immense. And the pain of having to suppress that authenticity, especially when influenced by those we love, can leave lasting scars. You describe yourself as an echo, but I hear so much more than that. I hear a survivor. You navigated a difficult childhood. You found love and a glimpse of your true self. And even in that painful decision, you learned about your own capacity for love and your yearning for a life lived on your own terms. The regret you feel is a testament to the depth of that lost connection, but it also highlights the strength of the person you were and the person you still are beneath the layers. Perhaps the echo you feel is not of a lost self, but of a voice that is still trying to be heard.
I don't know if it can be heard. It feels so far away.
Sometimes the loudest voices are the ones we've silenced within ourselves. The journey back to that voice might be long, but it begins with acknowledging its existence, with giving it permission to speak. You've given it permission tonight, Echo. You've allowed its melody to drift into this space, and in doing so, you've taken a step towards reclaiming your own song. Thank you for your bravery. And so, as the night deepens, we've heard stories of impulsive decisions, of childhood fantasies with adult consequences, and of the profound sacrifices we sometimes make in the name of love and expectation. Each confession, each secret shared is a thread in the intricate tapestry of our shared human experience. Thank you to Stardust, Shadow Weaver, and Echo, and to all of you who find solace in these quiet hours. Remember, you are not alone in your vulnerabilities, your regrets, or your hopes. The night may be dark, but within it, we find connection, understanding, and the quiet strength to face another dawn. This has been Luna Hart and After Hours Anonymous. Until next time, may your secrets find peace and your truths find wings.
Hours and lows. When the night winds call your name and the city sleeps in silent haze, we're the whispers in the static frame, guiding thoughts through moonlit mazes. Stay a while until the dawn, find the truth in every hidden song. You're not lost when you're here alone. After hours you still belong.